Hello, everyone. Welcome in to Cowboys Star, where you get all the latest on the Dallas Cowboys. Well, in this episode, we're going to talk about the preseason loss to the Los Angeles Rams by the score of 31-21. Could have been a lot worse, but the Cowboys played a lot of their lower end of the roster players in this game, and that was by design, according to Brian Schottenheimer, who said that he wanted to see what some of these lower end players had in this game and kind of put them on the spot where they were in the limelight and see if they could take the bright lights of a real NFL game. And there were some bright spots, which I'm going to talk about a little bit later in the video. But first, I'm going to talk about injury news from the game. There were 3 players that got injured, slight, not very seriously, but there was a few injuries in the game. Number 1, Joe Milton, the quarterback, had a bruised elbow. He said he's day-to-day, nothing serious on that. Sadiq Charles on the O-line had a hyperextended knee, and he's in the trainer room today. They're evaluating him. And Robert Rochelle had a hamstring. So those were the 3 injuries, and that's not bad for the first preseason game. So hopefully that is all we're going to sustain in the preseason. Hope there won't be any more in this next game. Now, a few bright spots in the game. Phil Maffa, the running back, draft pick that we got, he started the game. He had 10 carries for 36 yards, and he had a great run that was called back by penalty of 14 yards, or he would have had over 50 yards in the game. But Malik Davis, who was recently signed back to the Cowboys, played a lot in the game, and he had 7 carries for 63 yards. And man, he looked to me like he was bursting through that line pretty well. He has some good escape speed, and he was hitting the hole pretty hard. So not sure. We've got a whole stacked room of running backs. Deuce Vaughn played in the game, but I think he was on a little bit of a limited pitch count where he only got like 3 carries for 17 yards. And then Malik Davis came into the game. I didn't see none of the other backs played in the game. Davis or Miles Sanders or Jaden Blue, none of those 3 played. So we've got like 6 backs. All 6 backs aren't going to make the team. If I had to guess, probably be Davis. Blue's going to make the team. Maybe after this game, Maffa might have helped himself. And maybe Miles Sanders, he's injured right now. If he doesn't hurry up and get back from his injury, he may be the odd man out. And who knows, maybe Malik Davis, if he keeps playing like he did in this game, might get in there. So it remains to be seen what the Cowboys are going to do in that vein. Now, on the defensive side, especially particular our run defense, we started out well, but kind of fell off a little bit after the first quarter. We weren't able to really put any kind of pressure on the quarterback for the Rams. And he has some good escapability, but at the same token, I didn't see too many times that we got close to even putting pressure on him. Mozzie Smith was a non-factor in this game, but he did have a few moments where he made a few good tackles, but he was just a guy in this game. He really didn't flash or anything of that sort. Jay Toya came in after him. He was better early in the game, but he faded a little bit, just like the whole defense did towards the end, and he got washed out a couple of times, and he showed us that he is a rookie. And at this point, I think Mozzie is still better than him, but that could change as time goes on. We'll see. Now, Shotty said, as I said earlier, he purposefully didn't play many of the upper crust players in this game, in part to see what the guys that played in the game were able to do, and maybe if they were able to raise themselves on the depth chart. So it remains to be seen if they help themselves or hurt themselves. Now, there's a couple of players, including Mafu and Azaraku, our other pick that we got in the second round. He had a pretty good game, and he showed up on tape as well. And there was another player by the name of Trayshawn Coleman, who was all over the field. He's making tackles, and he forced a fumble one time, but they weren't able to recover it. The season, as I said to y'all in the last video, I really think this season is going to fall on a couple of factors. Dak can stay healthy. And, of course, we have CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens are two great receivers. And we just signed Ferguson, the tight end, to a long-term deal, $52 million. I think it's $13 million guaranteed and per year, and $30 million signing bonus. So if those three guys can come through without injury and show us some production, and then we have a running back that will emerge from the group, I really think Jaden Blue's got a chance to help himself in some of these, if he can do well in some of these preseason games coming up, the last two. Hopefully he'll get a chance to play a little bit. And, of course, Vontae Davis is going to be in the mix. So hopefully we can run the ball. I'm not too optimistic looking at our offensive line. It's still not really solidified yet. Guyton had the injury, and we did pick up Lyle Collins as an insurance policy, but he hadn't played in almost 2 years. So he's real good friends with Dak, and I know he wants to contribute, but it just remains to be seen what he'll be able to do for the Cowboys. And, of course, the other pieces to the puzzle on the offensive line have to all gel together, too. Now, the Cowboys are in practice this week, and they're focusing on their offense. As Shotty said, he's wanting to he didn't really want to show too much in this game versus the Rams, and I doubt he will show a whole lot in these next two preseason games. I think he's kind of wanting to pull the wool over some teams' eyes and make them think that we don't have much in store for them, but I kind of figure that the Cowboys have a lot more in the playbook than they're going to show in these preseason games. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Do appreciate those of you who already have. If anything else comes up down the pike, you know how we do. We'll get on here and report it. More later on Cowboy Star Channel. We'll catch you next time. I'm out.